One thing I'd like you to do is make sure that your homework page is the index page on the root directory of your website, of your server space. So what we want to do is go into your files. Oops. Go into your files and rename your homework HTML file. And rename that index.html. Okay. Go ahead and do that and make your update. And then what you will do, now I'm not going to do it because again I'm using a student's server space over here and I don't want to mess up her server space. So what you're going to do is drag your index.html right over to your folder here, and that is going to allow the index page to be your homework page. What that means is when we type in your path name for your site, it's just going to be students.westliberty.edu/ and then just your first initial and last name, and that will automatically open up your homework page. Okay, and then after that we're going to link to other folders that are going to be your next sites. For instance, what I'm going to do right now is control click on here and make a new folder. Okay, this new folder could be called first site. Okay, now my index is going to be my homework page. I'm going to make my links from here to whatever files are going to be inside my first site. If I double click first site, well, there's nothing there, but I'm going to start adding files to it. And I can have an index page inside of my first site page. Now you're allowed to have more than one index as long as they're inside of separate folders. Okay. So my index for my homework page is going to go directly to this index as far as the first site homework that is placed on my homework page. Alright, I'll show you how that works. We're going to open up our homework page. Okay. And instead of saying assignment 1 here, I'll change that to first website. I'll get rid of all this stuff because I don't need it. Okay, so the first website, the link to that, if I go down to my Properties Inspector, if you don't see it, go to Window, Properties. I'm going to make the link to that by selecting the text, going down to Browse for File, finding first site index.html. Okay, click on that. And so now our path name is looking for the folder, and it's looking for that page that's inside of that folder. Now that page doesn't exist yet, so I'll make one real quickly by going to, well, I'll go back to my site files. I'll open it up. There's nothing there. I'll just call this first website. Alright, save it. Go back to my index page for my homework. So again, this is my homework index page. I'm going to try this in a browser. And here's my homework page like you would have set up. You go to your link, you click, and now we're actually going into that new folder. So as far as your structure goes, let's go back to our files. Your structure is going to look like this. You're going to have an index page. It's going to be your homework page. And it's going to link into other files that are located within folders. For instance, this first site is the folder for your first personal site that you're going to be doing. You're going to be doing some other sites. I can make those right now. We could make the folders for them. You're going to be doing a hobby site. You call it hobby. and you're going to be doing, we'll do another one, a final. We'll just call it final. So from index, we can, that will be your homework page. You can link into these different folders all the way through, and if we go into any one of these index pages that are going to be in here, you're going to have a whole list of other files within each one, but basically you can have one site for this whole course, which is going to be accessed from your homework page right here.